What's going on, guys? It's Tom of Topton Wrestling, and let's talk about WWE SummerSlam 2022 that took place last night. I thought the show was very good. The first show of this new Triple H creative era, and you could tell that this show was under Triple H with all the debuts and returns that took place on it and who they were. So in today's video, we're going to discuss every debut and return that took place at WWE SummerSlam 2022, as well as some of the returns we could be seeing in the future now that Triple H is head of creative. The first debut or return that we saw was Bayley, who made her return after the opening match of Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, which was an awesome match, by the way. Bayley would walk down to the ring, make her entrance, and this is a return I kind of expected, but it was really good to see Bayley. It has been a long time since we've seen Bayley. I mean, I believe this is the first time since crowds fully returned that Bayley is back, so it's really great to see her and really great that she gets to do this. But Bayley did not come alone, as she was joined by none other than Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai was released a couple months ago from NXT, and she never made it to the main roster properly or officially, and it looked like she was going to go back to the Indies, maybe go AEW or Impact or somewhere, but nothing ever really came about. We never really heard anything from her about where she was going, and sure enough, she's back in the WWE now that Triple H is back involved with WWE and main roster creative, and I think this is going to be great, because Bayley and Dakota Kai together could be really fun. I mean, I think they're both quite similar wrestlers in a way, just from different kind of areas of WWE, and Dakota Kai on the main roster is going to be a good time. But still, they weren't alone, because someone we have not seen for months and who was rumoured to be leaving back to Japan was Io Shirai, but she sure enough turned up with Bayley and Dakota Kai as well, and it looks like we've got ourselves a little women's stable on the main roster, which there aren't enough of in wrestling, women's stables, so this one especially is going to be really good, because this is a strong stable. You know, this is three elite women's wrestlers, you know, these are three accomplished wrestlers, with Bayley being a multi-time women's champion, Io Shirai being the same and being one of the best in the world, Dakota Kai being a tag champion, former in NXT, obviously only for like 2 days, but still. So some exciting times ahead, and seeing where this stable is gonna go. Awesome stuff. The next return we saw was a return that was actually announced, and that was of course Logan Paul, who made his WWE return and I guess official debut, since he is now signed to the WWE, and I thought them signing him was a great decision already. And after watching this match, it's an even better decision. Logan Paul just kills anything he steps into. Boxing, YouTube, the business side of things like Prime, and now wrestling. And I knew he'd excel at wrestling. He's got a natural charisma, he's athletic, and I know he'd give it his all in it. And he is better than a lot of wrestlers that were on this show, probably. Like, not even lying when I say that. Him and The Miz had a banger of a match. Logan Paul won, and I think Logan Paul can be big in WWE. It seems like he's not just a celebrity here who's here to collect the bag and half-arse it. He's really here to make a statement and make a name for himself in wrestling, and he's doing just that. He's smashing it. The next return we saw was Edge, who came back to help the Mysterios against Judgment Day of Finn Balor and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, and helped even the odds when they were, you know, getting beaten down or whatnot after the match. So it was very good to see Edge back. He's not been gone for too long, but it's Edge, man. You always pop an Edge return. He's one of the best to ever do it. So maybe now we can see like a 3-on-3. Edge and the Mysterios against Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. Yes, I'm saying Rhea Ripley. Let's do Rhea Ripley versus Rey Mysterio. Tell me that match wouldn't bang. I'm going so off track. Welcome back, Edge, is what I'm trying to say here. We then had WWE Hall of Famers coming in. First of all, Kid Rock appeared in the crowd. Absolutely fantastic to see the WrestleMania 25 legend Kid Rock in the crowd. It seemed like he had a really good time. Yeah, have a look at that. Doesn't it look like he is having such a great time? Good for you, Kid Rock, good for you. Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, also appeared, and I actually didn't watch SummerSlam live, but I knew he appeared because all over my Twitter timeline was people saying F off Glenn or F off Kane, which made my heart feel really warm, because he absolutely deserves to be said that, so that was really, really nice to see. Good stuff, Twitter. So those were all the debuts and returns that took place. I'm going to give my predictions for some debuts and returns I think could or will happen. Because with this Triple H era, I think there's so much room for like the returns with who got released recently and things like that. I really think certain people could be coming back. First of all, let's address Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt was released very shockingly quite a while ago now, and it really just hasn't done anything since this. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Bray Wyatt could possibly appear back in the WWE, and personally, I'm 50-50 on it, because I think either he does it, he appears again, or he just does his own thing. I don't know what Bray Wyatt would do outside of WWE. That's the thing, though. Who would sign him? Not saying that in an insulting way. I just don't know. Would he go to Impact? Would he choose to do that? Would AEW want him on an already stacked roster? Because Bray Wyatt is bigger than Impact, so he shouldn't go there. But AEW, in a way, don't really need him. But WWE, there's still always going to be a spot for him in WWE. So I could very much see The Fiend making a return to WWE. And then we have Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. I think Johnny Gargano is 100% going to come back. 100%. That is the one I'm really, really confident on. Triple H is the head of creative. He loved Gargano. They worked together in NXT. Gargano was huge under Triple H's NXT. So Gargano, I think, is definitely coming back. I could see Candice LeRae coming back with him. However, I don't want that, because I want Candice LeRae in AEW. I think Candice LeRae would thrive there. But if she is to come back to WWE as well, I hope she's given a good shake-up and a good run, really. I'm just hoping for that. So Candice LeRae, I'm kind of like, I could see her coming back. But Johnny Gargano, I really just see him coming back. That's a prediction, to be honest. And let's talk about the possible return of NXT. We're not getting NXT Black and Gold completely back. They're not just going to rebrand it all the way. I know that much. However, I definitely think we're going to start seeing elements of that show again mixed in with the NXT 2.0 talent, which, to be honest, I think is a good idea. Just have these more developmental talents in there, like Nikita Lyons, like Tatum Paxley, like all these random names that I can't remember in NXT 2.0 that are good. Carmelo Hayes, Bron Breakker, obviously, Tony D'Angelo. Mix those guys in with the indie names that you're signing, and you've got to get yourself a good promotion there. Like, it doesn't need to be one or the other. It can be both, and I think it would be good if it was both. So I could very much see elements of the Black and Gold NXT making its return to the NXT brand. That's it from me. I feel like WWE right now is the most exciting it's been in quite a while. Now Triple H is in charge, because this especially just appeals to me. I've not watched WWE in so long, but I tuned into SummerSlam out of curiosity to see it, and it absolutely delivered. It banged as a show. So I'm very excited to see the future and see all the potential debuts and returns we could be seeing soon. But that's it from me. I've been Top 10 Wrestling. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, and keep on rolling.